Yeah.
Keep that. Look at that. Look at the movements. Does anybody realize I have a selfie stick? Does anybody realize, by the way, was I on Google Street View the last time I was here? Who has heard of Google Maps? One person. Who's heard of Google Satellite View? 4 people. Who's heard of Google Earth? Equal numbers. Who's heard of Google Maps Street View? Guess who's on it? Guess who is on it with a selfie stick? Steven. Brody Steven.
What?
Right here. All right, I'm going to put this thing down. Let me tell you what, people. I push. Don't be afraid. The camera's on me. Right now, we have 67 people across the world watching. You see the comments. You see people tapping the screen. They care. They're getting their activity in. You're a good guy. Orpheum Theater, that's downtown. I'm sure that's where they have base camp for a lot of car commercials. Arms crossed negative, Sophie, judge me. But I'm right. Orpheum Theater, been there, worked there for VH1. Big in 2004. That's when I became friendly with Kathy Griffin. And I would see Kathy Griffin on Runyon Canyon, and she would look at me and smile. So she knew me. She remembered me. But I saw her at Jeff Ross's house recently, and you know there's a lot of controversy, and I had to maybe look the other way. I'm sorry. I wanted to maybe. Look at the guys coming in. Keep it going for the guys coming in. I guess the Red Seagull bar shut down. The Vitamachine. Can you get a Vitamix machine and a $40 t-shirt? The show is only growing in popularity. You're looking at a guy right now who is featured prominently on Google Maps Street View. Yeah! And don't hate on it. You know what? Anthony, do we have access to Google Maps? Sure. Okay. You know what? Do you want to see it now or later?
No.
All right, we'll show it now, because I'll tell you what, I played Vermont. I played the state of Vermont. 5 shows, 3 standing ovations, and each show ended with a moment of me blowing the mind. I go, you want to get your minds blown? And it worked every time. But I would do it at the end. Would you like to get your minds blown? Hell yeah! I know it's early and I'm asking for mind blowage. Okay. Could you sign in, please, first? I need to check your analytics. Okay. No, go to Google Street. Oh, he really is. Okay, Anthony. Could you go to Google Street Map and... Okay. I'd like to see satellite options. No traffic, satellite options. I don't need to see red. Yeah, somebody may want to help them. Do a little pull down.
Bottom corner. Yeah.
Bottom. Oh, yeah, that looks good. That looks like the Valley. I can see Burbank Airport. I can see Fry's. I can see Van Owen. I can see the Del Taco in Laurel Canyon that's open 24 hours, but everyone wants to know the Jack in the Box. What's the ad of the Del Taco? It's type in one just for kicks. I'll just give you a sample address. 12345. It's my passwords. It's my pass numbers. 12345. What's the street? Magnolia. 91607. Try it. See what happens. I'm on Periscope. I don't want to give the exact address. You know, I get some crazy people out there who are really into what I do. I have an Amazon wish list, and I'm able to track things. Okay. Go. There we go. Good. Good. Click. I see a click option. Click on the upper left. That little pink Ford Focus. Either one of those. Okay. Good. Click. Good. All right. Thank you, Anthony. Now, from what I can tell, let's do a 360 spin. Good. Good. Keep going. All right. Okay. Right. Okay. Keep going a little more. Why don't you zoom out? Zoom out just to get a feel. Whoa, you can zoom out like that? Wait, that's Google Street View?
Yeah.
Wait, bring me back down. I didn't realize also. No way. I don't think I'm on that higher one. Okay, pull back. Now, oh, no, okay. Go back. Stay there. Stay there. Go to the left. No, stay on the ground. Get out of the helicopter. All right. Now go slow. Go slow. This will be my back. Go slow. I know it's hard. And there I am. Look at me, right? What? And look at, and just pull out. I like how the pull out. Do the pull out. Pull out, and it looks like the God's shining down on me. Pull it out. Can you go more? Okay. Well, I didn't realize I have that option. I don't think I got filmed by an airplane. They have a swimming pool. I don't. My apartment doesn't have a swimming pool. And I should own property, but my mother didn't have confidence in me. There I am. What are the odds? There's the selfie stick, my tilted pelvis, my gangly extremities. How many people... Now, if you go in front of... Now, go a little in front. Just go a little in front. Like, go down the block a little bit. Go down that... Just, okay, now flip around so you can get a better angle. I think I'm blocked by the tree on that one.
How did you find this?
Doesn't everyone search their home and see who has a pool next door? Look at that guy! Perfect! Perfect! You never see these guys. That's a real zombie. How many times have you gone on Google Street View and you've seen these... it's kind of creepy, right? That's my Arizona State cap. Those are my tight European cut sweats. I have those shoes. Those are Air Force Ones. The sweatshirt, it looks like my Nike sweatshirt. Selfie stick right here. What are the odds of being on Google Street View? Is there anybody in here on Google Street View? No.
My brother is on it.
He is?
Yeah.
What?
Where? Doing what?
Yeah.
Let's find him.
Where's he at? Are you being honest?
I didn't realize when I yelled out that there was an easy way for you to fact check that. And yes, it's at 3214.
Okay, type it in. Anthony, type it in. I want to see what this Glassman brother character looks like. But I'll tell you what. There's a store. You're in LA. You're in Los Angeles. That's a TV show.
Yeah, no.
Going to places and you're searching for other people on Google Street View.
Yeah.
You try to find their story.
See where they are.
But you can actually, and then each show, you have a real guy who was on Google Street View. You put it out like in the LA Weekly, an ad, and you go, "Who's been on Google Street View?"
Like a celebrity judge.
I like how you got me.
Somebody that's been on it. I'm going to take it from here. Thank you so much. How's everyone doing tonight?
Wait, Rick Glassman's going to be on later. He's brought in the crowd tonight. I think he hijacked the TMZ tour bus, and we laugh. If you don't give me some energy,
All right.
not you.
No, listen,
Rick, you get it.
No,
You play basketball against LeBron James.
I tried to take the room over as a fun little bit. You said I'm going up later. I lied to you about my brother. I'm kind of panicking on where that's going to unravel.
You did lie.
I'm sorry.
Exactly.
I
Nobody's
lied.
on Google Street
It's
View.
a tough show to sell.
It's a story.
Hey, I brought some of the audience too, just to clarify.
Andy Haynes brought some of the audience. Give him a nice hand. Let's get some energy in here. Come on, clap it out. I'm going to clap it out.
All right.
The whole show's not going to be embarrassing. Don't worry. This is how you clap. Energy. We're not going to be here all night. We will not be here all night. I promise you, we will not be here all night, but you keep the energy, we push, it's going to make it good. These guys are going to get some quality sets out of it. Let's find out who's here. You're bringing good energy. You seem like you might be involved in the arts, a comedian, a improv type, somebody of that. I can tell she has good energy. What's your name?
Are you being sarcastic?
No, I'm not being sarcastic. No, I'm not. I'm not a sarcastic guy. I'm a nice guy, and people are shocked by that. People are shocked that I'm actually a nice guy. Because how many comedians grew up in the San Fernando Valley in the 80s that are actually doing... You're from Seattle. So I'm different. is what I'm saying. And because of I'm different, maybe I got on Google Street View. Maybe God said, this guy's different, or whatever's out there, so we're going to put on Google Street View. This guy's different, we're going to get him a baseball card. I have a baseball card, 2015, Topps, the real deal. Why me? Why me? Because I believe. I have 26 million hearts on Periscope. Give it up for live streaming. You know how you get 26 million hearts? You Periscope every meal, every shower, every nap. No, I am proud to say I have not Periscoped me sleeping or eating. No sleep, no eat, and I've got 26 million hearts. And that's an indicator. And you go, what does that mean? It means money. Glassman, you heard me interact with him? I'd interacted with him before. Why was he comfortable on Periscope? Why did he just slide into it like a DM? Because he's been a part of a paid Periscope gig. If you remember, Rick was one of the main actors on an NBC sitcom for 3 years entitled Undateable. Give it up for Undateable. NBC when it mattered. And this guy, when I worked with him specifically hands-on, was a live television, 2 live coast-to-coast tapings. Yeah. West Coast, East Coast. Energy mattered, and I was out there doing the Periscope, getting paid. You can get paid by Periscope. And I did it, and I worked at Warner Brothers at NBC with Rick Glassman. Give it up for Rick Glassman. The friendship.
Thanks for being here, Brody. Thank you so much. How's everybody doing tonight?
Keep it going. You're good. You're a nice guy.
Thank you.
Are you drinking alcohol? You can.
I don't know why I felt offensive in that moment.
But you have to admit, it's pretty cool that I'm on Google Street Map.
Yeah.
And we walk. It could have been you. It could have been I see you in the neighborhood, going to the gym, going to the cafe. And I went to. Have you been to Noodle Monsters?
Yeah.
You been there?
Noodle Monster?
Wasn't impressed. The noodles were too.
They were
chewy.
Yeah, they were soft.
So Rick's doing an improv exercise. That's why he was able to do live television on Undateable NBC. How did you do it, Rick?
Well, you want the long... You're cutting me off, Brody. Do you want the long story, or do you want the longer story?
I'd like the short story, but I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to get you some stand-up spots. I'm going to get a little rhythm going, and this show will be fleshed out. Trust me. I had a cable access show in Seattle, 175 live shows, before social media, before podcasting, before AOL blew up. I did shows, so I paid my dues. I did a live, thank you very much. Andy Haynes gets it because he was in Seattle when I was there. And I got mail. I had a P.O. box. I got recognized on the streets of Seattle 3 to 5 times a day. Yeah! Pre-internet, mail, P.O. box.
Give a shout out to Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Was that your co-host?
His name was Tana. He was Asian. He was Samoan. Yoshi's Korean or Japanese, Korean, Japanese. Bottom line, they're both on the Asian spectrum. Give it up for Yoshi and Tana. See, let me tell you something about this. Yoshi is known, everybody knows Yoshi, right? Down here in Los Angeles, he's kind of infamous, meaning like all the stories he's told about his travels through Europe and how he worked for one of the top adult video agencies in the world. Evil Angel. He did all the duplications. This is when CD, DVDs were going. Who taught Yoshi everything about pornography? Tana Manu. Tana taught Yoshi. Who else was up there with Tana and Yoshi and me? Craig Gass. Great receptionist. Wait, what is that? Impressionist. Who else was up there? One of the top podcasters live going today, Joey Diaz. What is happening with Seattle? Andy, you were from there. Tell us a little bit.
It's just great climate, a lot of rain, keeps you indoors. The Mariners, good baseball team. The Seahawks, that's our football team. And we used to have a basketball team, they're gone now.
But you realize that I learned to public speak selling t-shirts for the Seattle Supersonics.
And Mitch Hedberg was up there too, right?
Mitch Hedberg was briefly up in Seattle when I was there. He used to hang out with Chaz Ablin. Let me do some crowd work here. Hold on quick, Andy. I know you, but let's find out who we got here. We got some well-to-do people. I like it. I get it. You're movers and shakers. You know, they may know Jake Paul. These kids, they want this comedy. They want the instant laugh. You want the instant laugh, but it doesn't last. Go ahead.
Interview her.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Check.
I'm ready.
Well, you want me on you don't have to be on Periscope, but I have actors on it. I do a lot of interviews. David Spade was on it once. All right, 2, check. Here we go. This is my first interview at the Stephen Brody Stevens Periscope Improv Lab show. You know, I created Chelsea Lately, right? When I started Chelsea Lately, we had empty chairs, folding chairs, no bleachers, no stadium seating. I said, get the bleachers in, raise the audience up, tighten this thing. Boom. It took off and I created careers. People bought condos and houses off my energy is what happened. And then when I left, went downhill. Canceled. You got it. You get rid of me, you get rid of your show. Ridiculousness. Created it. Let me go back here. Where are you visiting? What's your name, by the way?
Ariel.
Ariel, what a beautiful name.
Thank you.
You could be involved in the acting world. I met an actress yesterday, a young girl. Her mother, Michelle, did makeup for me at Chelsea Lately. Not only did I create the energy, I was actually on the show quite a bit. A little bit. I know Nick, you got good things happen, because I knew Nick wanted to be a part of it. You didn't miss anything out because you went to SNL. Better. That was better.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Well, let me tell you something. So, Michelle would do my makeup. Michelle lives in my neighborhood in Valley Village, right near where that we could Google Street View Michelle's house. She's got 3 kids. The one kid, he's got kind of, let's be honest, one of these alt-right haircuts, but he's a gymnast, and they've got their Razor scooters, and they're running all around. And they got a little girl daughter. I've known Michelle for probably 10 years. Her daughter's maybe 5 or 6. Her daughter is an actress, and she's in a movie right now with Nick Cage and Faye Dunaway. This little kid. Give it up for the little kid who's an actor. Energy matters. Why am I in The Hangover? Why am I in The Hangover? Energy. Why am I in Hangover 2? I wasn't originally. My scene, by the way, my scene in Hangover, that scene was created for me. Because the director, Todd Phillips, who also directed Road Trip, Old School, some other movies, he said, I really want you in this movie. But because I couldn't really act and I auditioned for the other parts, he said, go practice with the casting director and come back in an hour. That's how bad he wanted me in the movie. Those 2 parts were out of my league. 1 week later, I'm driving down to San Diego to see the Dodgers play the Padres. Why? Because my friend was a coach for the Dodgers, and now he's a coach for the Cubs. What did the Cubs do last year? They won the World Series. He has a World Series ring. He was with the Dodgers for 5 years. Did they win the World Series? No. But he was also with the Yankees for 12 years. 4 World Series rings. I've been around 5 World Series baseball championships. And I'm only giving you blue-collar winning attitude. Tonight, I'm here at the Improv. Tomorrow night, I'm at the world-famous Comedy Store. Saturday night, where am I? The world-famous Comedy Store. Sunday night, where am I? Satellite, Rock Club, Silver Lake. After that, where am I? Comedy Store. You got it. You're listening to a guy who's doing stuff in this town that people would pay hundreds, if not millions of dollars for it. I guarantee you one of the next 3 nights I'll be on the marquee at the Comedy Store. It's at the point now where I don't take photos of it. It's at that point. So what I'm getting at is, I can help you. And I read energies. And the Periscope's not going to be on the whole time. Where are you visiting from? The girl from Rome. Miami, what a great town. Give it up for... I would think you're from Miami, but you actually have a Russian vibe.
Russian.
Are you Russian? No, UK, I mean.
I'm British.
Yeah, right. She's from Britain. Yes, yes. I've been to the UK. I've been to the UK. University of Kentucky. I've been there. And we laugh. Trust that what I'm saying was funny somewhere. Number one. Number two, who cares if it's small? I don't care that it's small. The smaller it is, the better chance we have the ability to get some of my celebrity friends down here. They don't. You think Zach Galifianakis likes crowds? He hates people. So I can get him in here if 4 of you leave. But that's what we're not going to do. We've got comedians on this show that have been on TV. In fact, you have to be on TV to be on this show. All right, let me. Somebody hold my Periscope, and then I'll bring up the first act pretty soon. We'll do a couple more minutes, and then we'll bring up the first act. And then, did you want to hold my Periscope, Andy?
Yeah.
Or you were getting up. You don't have to. But if you want, ladies and gentlemen, wanting, willing, putting out the energy to help me out, I didn't expect it. Give it up for Andy Haynes, everybody, helping out. He's going to go on stage. And you know how to do the Periscope?
Yeah.
So if you press it twice, then it goes.
Do you want me to video you?
No, you can do whatever you want.
All right.
I'll just do a little crowd work. If you can videotape me, I'll do a little crowd work, and then I'll bring up the first guy. And by the way, we have a comedian here who's going to be running a TV set. So you're going to see somebody who's got a TV thing happening. You're going to see a couple other guys fleshing it out, getting ready for the weekend. This is the lab. You're not getting, scripted, practiced out in the living room in the afternoon. This is feeling it, creating it, and we need, even if it's just 6 people, it's what matters. I'll be right back to you. You're from Miami. I've been there. Thank you and you're from Miami too. You're Cuban. You're Asian. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Got it.
Is it just
And they have the restaurants, Cuban Asian fusion. But I'm a bad guy.
Wow.
I'm a bad guy for stating the obvious. Asian Cuban, it's good food. Where are you visiting from? Germany, Utah, Arizona, Colorado. Austin, Texas. Yes, she's reporting live for InfoWars. Alex Jones Center here. Austin, Texas. A lot of green, a lot of rolling hills, a lot of water. You're surrounded by craziness. You could be in El Paso, which is the Perth of Texas, the most isolated city off the I-10 freeway. You're in Austin, the 35 West. Did you grow up there?
No, I grew up in Seattle.
Seattle, that's Andy territory. That's Red Robin territory. Not only did I learn to public speak, not only did I... What was the red light for, Sam?
I'm trying to put more light on you.
Do I need more? I have actually a light on that, but I have my head low.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. You like Red Robin?
Yeah.
Did you know that Red Robin began in Seattle? Red Robin began in Seattle. The first Red Robin store was in Seattle. Who worked there? Me. I was a waiter. I threw down my coasters. Boom, that's my table. Back off. I'll start you with a fry refill. You're not supposed to do that. I'd throw down a coaster and then give them fries right out of the gate. Why'd you do that? Because I'm a nice guy. Welcome to Red Robin. Then I'll say, is it your birthday? I'm going to prepare some balloons. No, but I worked there, and I worked at the Seattle Supersonics. Let me do a couple more crowd works. We'll wrap it up. You're from the UK. You could be an actress. You could be staying at the youth hostel down the road. She doesn't want to be. Rumor Kate. Okay, so what's your name?
L.
Al?
L.
L.
Mm-hmm.
Like Elle McPherson.
Just like that.
Oh, hello. I like your deal. And what brings you here to Los Angeles?
I'm on vacation.
You have a great voice.
Thank you.
Do you do radio back in the UK for the BBC Four?
His face is not really.
Oh, your face is no. You know what it isn't. I'm sorry for the radio. Okay, are you might be a TV presenter?
Absolutely not. No.
You're not?
No.
Are you into fashion?
I mean, I'm into fashion. I wear clothes. However, I'm not into fashion.
You don't work because you have a lot of good fashion. Stella McCartney, is she from there?
I believe so.
Because Paul McCartney comes here because I think Stella McCartney has a gallery. Does she have a store down here?
Sure.
Where are you from?
Seattle.
Did you know that I worked in Red Robin? Are you from Bellevue?
No.
Renton?
I'm from Seattle.
If I wrote a letter to you, I'd put Seattle. Caught her in a lie. Green Lake's off the 85th and Aurora, am I correct?
Yeah.
Yes, I read maps. I lived in Seattle. I pay attention. Seattle's that way. New York's that way. Phoenix, that way. Austin, Texas, kind of that way. You got to know things. That's how you do 3,000 television audience warm-ups. That's how you can go to Vermont and get laughs in the shadow of the Ben & Jerry's corporate office. Let's do a couple more crowd works and we'll wrap this thing up. I'm slightly intimidated by you.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why, because I've been down on myself recently, just like my confidence, but I can handle myself. This is your friend?
It is.
Are you a model? You got it. Thank you. I've done a lot of modeling. I'm a model. I've done a lot of modeling in Pakistan. I am currently on the cover of Camel Bee. You got it. It's used as a journal. I will never retire that joke. Is that what you guys are talking about? That I always do that joke?
To be honest with you, I said that I do love that joke, and how you got there out of thin air like that. How you got there. You were just talking to people, and all of a sudden, here's a moment for me to execute something that is, I don't know, 10 out of 10. And I thought that was good.
Thank you. Rick Glassman supported. That's why I played basketball against LeBron James.
No, I don't need a microphone. There's 4 people in here. Thank you.
Yeah. And 2 of them might be paying customers. You said it just kind of came up out of nowhere. It's funny. I was in Arizona over the weekend. What's Arizona known for? Thunderstorms and monsoons that just kind of come out of nowhere. And that's where I was. Thank you. Nick, did you go to University of Arizona?
I went to USC.
Oh yeah, USC, but you're local.
I'm local.
I knew you went to Pac-10 school.
I grew up in Ventura County.
This guy's Ventura County, local.
805.
805 off the 101. He is driven by my off-ramp. You know Reseda Boulevard, right?
Very well, yeah.
That's where I'm
Why
at.
don't we pull it up for the audience in case everyone's not sure where it is? Take a minute, can we pull up Reseda?
Anthony? No. All right, we're going to get this thing started. Who wants to go up first? Who wants to go up early?
I will. I'll go up early.
Let's get some energy. Let's get some energy for Andy. This guy held the Periscope. I'll take a break on the Periscope right now, unless you want to be. It's up to you, Andy. You don't have to be on the Periscope.
You can leave it on.
Okay. Okay. Andy said. What's that? Yes.
Yeah, we're doing the whole lineup right now? Or wait, is that part of it? You just get to say when you're going to go up?
Yeah, I'm going to go back to Andy. Andy's
Well, wait. Did you want to go up second?
No, I do.
No, I thought that was pretty presumptuous of Rick to just say, can I go up after?
I didn't.
Yeah, because you said you want to go up in the middle. Now you're up second?
Presumption is to assume that I had the expectation. I asked, you said yes, on with the fucking show.
I don't curse. I'm straight edge. I hang out with newfound glory.
Yeah.
Couldn't get that out of my system. I am down with Monster Energy drink, kids with alt-right haircuts on Razor schooners, and the sisters in a major film. All right. How did you guys wander here? How did you end up here? It must be a mistake.
Actually, I was on a date with Rick.
I believe it.
I didn't know it was a date. I got to be honest. Awesome. I just invited you.
This one was not the date. The one before was the date.
Oh, right.
Oh, you got
we went on
a
a date
second
once.
one.
Well, I brought my friend, so.
Protection.
We're going to see what happens, baby. On with the show.
Look at his voice. I see him walking in the neighborhood. He's in great shape. He's got abs.
Great shape. I see.
Thank you.
God, how do you do it?
I got to tell you something. It's the combination of genetics and charisma.
You have good. Genetics, exactly, and you have charisma.
But yes, I happen to look a way that is
good enough, and I have a confident thing about me that is attractive, and sometimes I strike lightning.
You remind me, and this is an inside reference, you remind me of the brunette David Taylor. Inside reference. Hey, we're inside reference. Well, he's good with chicks. Taylor's always hooking up pretty girls.
Well,
But it's not
I'm not.
Wait, did you meet Rick on a dating app?
Do you know, actually, he slid into my DMs.
Yeah. Oh! Yeah, people say I'm not good at baseball. You should see me.
Maybe we should get Rick on stage now. He's firing on all cylinders.
Wait, Andy's wants to go up, I think. All right, who's got the Periscope right now? Sam's got. Give it up for Sam for holding the Periscope. The show is fleshing out. We have more people showing up. There's another person who's on the show who just showed up. She snuck in. Then we got another guy who's going to be here. And we'll have fun, make it a workshop, because I've sold 2 TV shows. One to HBO, and then one to Comedy Central. And you got to work it in rooms like this. And when you're writing those shows, and you've got that board up next to you with the little flashcards, you got to work rooms like this. But rooms like this is where the stuff happens, is what I'm saying. I want to say, I appreciate you being here. We'll keep it moving. If you want to be involved, if you feel like you want to get up, I'll get you up. We could be on Periscope. I could turn off. I could turn on. You don't have to be on it. I'll play a song at the end. Tip the wait staff. Tip the bar staff. Let's order a ton of food. I have a closed tab. No. All right, let's get this thing going. Here we go. Come on. This first guy coming up to the stage, he'll do some jokes. He'll talk to you. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. I want to let you know, I had a show in New York City. I did about 100 shows. The Brody Stevens Festival of Laughter. And that thing grew, and it grew, and it grew. And it started out as an open mic, the book deal, and I got it going. Stay with me. I have OCD. I practice things out. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this thing started. You have the energy in you. You have the energy in you. I'm 47. I have one paid gig left on my calendar. So that's where I'm at. So I'm going to push, create energy, and get this thing going so we can all get to bed at a nice hour.
You got it.
You got it. Ladies and gentlemen, from Seattle, a good guy helping out